Well, hello, good afternoon to one and all. Like you, we are very much ready to go here and looking forward to a game that has been the topic for universal conversation in this part of the world for much of the last few days. It's dry at the moment, but the forecasters have warned us of impending rain. There's no certainty about that, but when it does come, it shouldn't affect the dynamics of a match which has so much riding on it. This place, simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. And already we're underway here. So this, the first game beyond the halfway point of the season. Brighton are having to deal not just with their opponents, but also with a congested fixture list. It's at times like this when depth of resources becomes so important.
And it's a time when the squad is called upon to help keep everything ticking over. That's why we see the bigger squads these days for weeks like this. Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out.
Goes for goal! Oh, brilliant! That is brilliant! About as smooth as it gets.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Leeds get themselves into the lead.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Leeds were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. He's gone for it! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Brighton were impressive in their last outing and brilliantly orchestrated by the manager.
Well, Peter, he was lauded by the media, and quite rightly too. I think what he did was clever and decisive, and it just goes to show how tactically astute he is.
Izquierdo gets wrestled off the ball. It's a brilliant interception. Tries to locate someone up front. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Chance to shoot! And he's cut it out. Proper. Oh, what a ball! Forward it goes. Oh, good interception. And the half-time whistle goes. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with their first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Leeds head into the dressing room, pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. In with a header! And yes, it's there! Two to the good! They have breathing space! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, at 1-0, this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Leeds are cushioned by the confidence of a narrow win in their last game. Veltman plays it forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Izquierdo. Defenders on the back foot. It's a loose ball, gets it back. What an adventurous run from a defender. Can he deliver? Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. It's being played forward, gets into a dangerous position. And once more they can't get through. Looking to break out here.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. So not long left in this now. Brighton look to be coming to the end of their winning streak here. Good idea, just poorly executed. March tries to get it forward quickly. Played towards the front men. And that's it. Well, the manager heads down the tunnel, swathed in satisfaction. His team have carried out his instructions to the word, and they have got their win. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were...
Well, good evening to you wherever you are in the world. We are just about ready for the action here. Kickoff is imminent. The team's indeed with us very soon, having exchanged their various pleasantries. What I have to tell you is that he's gone for it! What a wonderful goal!
And what a great way to start the game, to spark the game. I mean, the captain has basically triggered a contest that should be even livelier than we anticipated. Get your seatbelts on, this could be rather exciting.
Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. Chowdhury. Tielemans. Nicely measured pass. He's one-on-one, surely! Chowdhury. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. It's gone out for a throw-in. And here's PES. What a ball this has turned out to be. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Hoists it forward. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Played back in. He's gone for it! And he's found the net! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, look, Peter, who knows what's about to happen from here? I doubt this will be the final score, though.
And it's PES. And here's Vardy! He's got a goal! And they're back in front. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Leicester get themselves into the lead. And here's the chance to counter. Chowdhury. Leeds are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Out to the left it goes. Vardy. Lobs it in gently. That intervention was very necessary. Gets up to head it! Oh, not the best of headers. Ndidi. And here's PES. It's come through, shapes to shoot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Away from immediate danger. Here's the whistle for half-time. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, going for goal! It's broken loose. Orellana. And it's Orellana. Too much on it and out of play. Just brushed off the ball there. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now it's Perez! Just off target.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Leicester seem happy to let their strikers roam out wide.
I wouldn't want that.
No?
No, well, my worry is that their main threat is being...
Real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Perez is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Tielemans. Brandt. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Plays it out to the wing. And they've been caught out here. Shot a goal! Themselves right back into it.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, without doubt, that's given the coach food for thought. Does he settle for extra time or try to go for a winner before then? Decision time. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Leicester keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Rapidly approaching the end. It does seem we're headed for extra time here, unless, of course, there is one last dramatic twist.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, real danger here. He's had a shot! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
On the threshold of perfection, just not this time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Ben Arthur. That's it, they're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, I don't think either manager can have any complaints, really, because nobody quite pushed for the winning goal, and it always lacked that spark.
Oh, a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Pere, and another time! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
You get the feeling that whoever scores the next goal here will be the winners of this tie. They can't afford to waste chances like that, though.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Ben Arthur. Forward it goes. Plays it out to the flank. Oh, that is lovely footwork. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. And it's played, has a hit! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the... Extra time reaches half-time.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
The hostilities have already resumed. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Good clearance and very necessary. Ricardo Pereira. Sönchu. Ricardo Pereira. Sönchu. Ben Arthur. The leveller or the knockout blow. Either way, it's got to happen right away.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Danger averted for now. And he's on his... and the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose. And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Up for the header! That's a half-decent try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Leeds are out. Leeds made a big part in it, but they walk away with nothing. Well, good day to you on a grey day here, which promises rain, but promises way beyond that what should be a really good game of football. The stands are packed here, people have done everything they can to get here. Indeed, the road's outside.
And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly! Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Leeds go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Pulisic. Emerson. Chelsea get it back again. Nicely Pulisic!
Pulisic really used his body to clever effect in dropping the shoulder to carry on.
Leeds are yet to taste defeat at home. Emerson. Rudiger.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Leeds have a very fine defensive record over recent games. Werner. Dashing forward at pace. Leeds scored early, of course, and the score is 1-0. And it's Silva. Keeps everyone guessing. Can he deliver? Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Well, they scored their first goal from a corner. What about now?
Heads it!
No, he didn't quite meet it right.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Kovacic. What an adventurous run from a defender. Lovely bit of skill there. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Brandt. Rafa Silva tries a shot! This could fall anywhere! Oh, real danger here! Chooses to go back. Quick glance at goal! Well, the score's only 1-0, but that doesn't tell the full story. Danger averted for now. Leeds are leading with half-time drawing close. Now it's Silva! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And it's Ziyech. Away from immediate danger. Half-time whistle goes. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just 1 goal. More than decent game up to now.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Leeds go in at half-time with a slender 1-goal lead. Already up and running for the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up.
Has a goal! Oh, always manage to get it all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Zuma. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Pulisic. He's got away. And he's on a charge. And it's a corner. Shapes to shoot! Goal!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Well, he was never going to miss from there.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, if anyone in this stadium thinks they haven't got value for money, I give up.
Rafa Silva. And it's Silva. It's come through. Oh, is it? Shot at goal! He scores! And they get themselves in front!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Leeds get themselves into the lead. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Emerson. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Werner certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Kante gets it back. Werner, Pulisic, Emerson is charging up on the overlap, gets up to head it! Werner is flagged offside.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Points by no means guaranteed just yet.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
He's got through.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
The final seconds now. Almost there, and the players can feel it. And it's Ziyech. Pulisic. Great challenge, time to perfection. Chelsea have to get it into the box, and quickly. Pulisic. And the referee brings it to a close. Leeds winners by the odd goal. Really could have gone either way, but a win is a win. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, if ever there was a good tone setter for a football match, that was it. First minutes, first shot, first goal, and it set them up.
Well, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary. But the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Question. Yeah, he's fouled him there. It's a fabulous position. He's had a go! Leeds were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Forward it goes. Leeds yet to have a shot on target. Brandt. Gets wrestled off the ball. Fulham are on the receiving end of some fairly harsh criticism, mainly about the tactical choices made by the boss.
I think tactically he didn't make a good job of things for starters, and then compounded matters in trying to correct it. I only hope he's thick-skinned.
Brandt. Grujic. Brandt. Grujic. Cleared away. Fulham going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Well read, he sorted that out. Away from immediate danger. Brandt. Sambo Anguissa did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And the first 45 minutes are up. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. An interesting game up to now, but still goals. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed the... Up to meet it! Good delivery, no joy.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Brandt. Leeds clung on for the 3 points in their last game. Positive results though, build momentum. Grujic. Going for goal! He's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Mawson with the clearance. Tries to get it forward quickly. And that's a throw-in. Grujic. 60 minutes played. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Ream. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Out to the left it goes. Grujic. Brandt. And he's there to cut it out. We can get that clear. Grujic. Seri. Ream. Mawson.
Do they stick or twist? Caution or risk? You know, what will they rue more? I think it'd be a cautious mindset they'd regret more for me, so I'd like to see them try and go and win this.
Fulham really looking like men possessed. They need to if they want to win it. Hoists it forward. A long ball, but not especially accurate. Leeds have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle. Look, their supporters must be going barmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then... Well, hello, good afternoon to one and all. Like you, we are very much ready to go here and looking forward to a game that has been the topic for universal conversation in this part of the world for much of the last few days. It's dry at the moment, but the forecasters have warned us of impending rain. There's no certainty about that, but when it does come, it shouldn't affect the dynamics of a match which has so much riding on it. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. The action has already started. And it's Oriana. Leeds were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. And the ball is out of play.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
And it's Oriana. And he's there to cut it out.
Well, each team knows that they're still well below standard, and it's a question of which can find a way out.
That has put a stop to that. Gets wrestled off the ball. Billing with a definite foul there. Billing gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Ben Arfa. Oriana. Oh, nice touch. And he's there to clear it. Tries to get it clear. Turns and goes back. And it's Ben Arfa. Grujic. Solanke. Plays it out to the wing. Cook provides an outlet. Solanke, shot a goal! Goal!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Still a fragile lead though, they can't afford to sit on this.
Billing. It's a long pass, but not the most accurate. There's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Grujic. And the first half is done. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half. There has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. Leeds decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. Brandt. Bournemouth were impressive in their last outing and brilliantly orchestrated by the manager.
Well, Peter, you just can't argue with the substitutions. They were spot on, and the timing of each were perfect too. That sort of decisive management is a winning formula in itself.
Grujic. Brandt. He's come through and he's had a quick... Gets up to head it! And in it goes! And the second half is off to a flyer! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, look, Peter, who knows what's about to happen from here? I doubt this will be the final score, though. We've had a real complexion change with that equaliser. To get it so early on in this period gives them lots of scope to improve again on this scoreline. They look as if plenty more is to come from them.
Grujic. Brandt was in the 11 for the last game. Grujic. Grujic. Brandt. It's found its way to him. Tries a shot! Grujic. Orellana. 75 minutes played. Grujic. Orellana. There's the shot! That's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Brandt. What a ball this has turned out to be. Grujic. Billing battles to win it back.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Brooks. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, a game that had everything except a winner. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful, perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well, no doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. Everton have... He's had a go! And the keeper barely had to move.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
Hoists it forward. It's a brilliant interception. That'll be a throw. Leeds have put together a 5-game unbeaten run away from home. Still goalless at the moment. Grujic. Rafa Silva. Grujic. Cuts it out. Kenny.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Everton were quick to defend their manager in the wake of criticisms levelled at him in recent days.
Look, some of the scrutiny is a bit over the top these days, and you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. But he really didn't help himself. His decision-making was puzzling, to say the least.
And it's Silva. Beautifully done. Plenty waiting in the middle. Grujic. He can get that clear. And that's been won straight back. Heading towards half-time, and it is still scoreless. Now they can break here. And it's Iwobi. He gets past his man. Calvert-Lewin. Richarlison. Plays it out to the flank. In comes the cross. Forward it goes. Rafa Silva, right through the middle, cut out in the nick of time. And it's half-time here.
So now the team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals.
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
So we're already into the second period.
So deadlock still as the second half begins. Grujic. Someone looks like he's in need of protection here.
Well, he's obviously been identified as a menace, and they're dealing with him accordingly. I think we can expect more of the same.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Richarlison. Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. Grujic. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Shoots! He's pulled off a fine save.
Angel is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Richarlison. Kenny. Up towards the front line. Done very well to intervene. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Ball is over the line.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Allen. And it's Digne. That's the throw. Digne. Across the field it goes. Now it's Iwobi.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And it's Doucouré. Gets wrestled off the ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Leeds to make one last surge forward. Timely intervention. Gets good distance on it.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Grujic. Brandt. It's on a plate. Goes for goal! Oh, that's incredible! And that might well be that! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Leeds take what looks to be a decisive lead. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Leeds, hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment. 1-0 the score at the final whistle. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have... Well, good evening to you wherever you are in the world. We are just about ready for the action here. Kickoff is imminent. The teams indeed with us very soon, having exchanged their various pleasantries. What I have to tell you is that the weather may not be great for the duration of the evening. The clouds yet to open, but one suspects that they will pretty shortly, and when the rain comes, we are warned to expect plenty of it. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. So just joining us, we are already underway. Chan makes his first appearance for his new team. Jim, what's he all about?
He's a physical powerhouse, and he seems to have a nose for danger. He'll be looking to break up any opposition attacks before they can really get going, and you know, he's got that vision to be able to pick the right pass going forward as well, and he's a very effective link between defence and attack.
Plays it out to the flank. Hurls himself at it! Wolverhampton go into this game on a 5-game unbeaten run away from home. Played out to the right. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
Leeds are cushioned by the confidence of a narrow win in their last game. Leeds do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Up towards the flank. Ben Arfa. Chan. Brandt. Chan. Brandt. And Bolo. And out to safety. Leeds get it back again. Ben Arfa. Ruben Neves. No goals as yet. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Chan. Brandt. And Bolo. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Ben Arfa. Chan. Brandt. Chan. Ben Arfa. And it's Bolo. And the defence can get it clear. Chan. Ben Arfa. And there's the end of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. Been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least defensively.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Well, the action has already resumed here. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Wolverhampton coming into this game on the back of a really good result, and their boss must take an awful lot of credit for that.
Yeah, he had a problem, but he was confident he had the players to fix it, and his willingness to take risks is what I liked, and that worked an absolute treat.
Drives it towards the front. He's made sure that that won't get through. Ben Arfa drives it forward. Brandt. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
He's in! Ruben Neves. Forward it goes. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And it's Bolo. Tries to get it forward quickly. Chan. Ben Arfa. It's a great ball. Ben Arfa. And it's Bolo.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Coaxed through there. Gets the better of his man. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Back into the middle. Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Look, this can...
Cutrone! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
He's had a go! Clearance and very necessary. Ruben Neves. Brought forward. What does he try from here? And that will be the final act. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. We have already started here. Chan. Leeds were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Chan. No significant chances so far, little to report, at least in terms of attacking intent. Big chance! It's in! Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Yeah, although that first goal is a welcome boost, they can't afford to ease off now. To do that would simply be inviting danger.
Ben Arthur. Leeds are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Chan. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Zinchenko. Real chance! Tries to... Oh, that is asking for trouble. Ake positions himself well and cuts it out. He gets past his man. Good challenge, he just stood firm. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Leeds, leading by one and looking very comfortable on it. Leeds are ahead here. It has been a good half for them. It's a brilliant interception. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Bernardo Silva. Great leap! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. There's the whistle for half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with their first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Leeds happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
De Bruyne. Ake. Zinchenko. Talk about singling someone out.
Well, he's a source of potential trouble, so tight marking just has to be done.
It is a corner. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Away from immediate danger. Leeds boast a very impressive defensive record of late. Ake. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Plays it out to the wing. It's Ben Arthur. Chan. 75 minutes played.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Foden. That intervention was very necessary.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Leeds need to hold on for a few more moments. Look at the defender bombing forward. Cleared without complication. Get a throw in.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
And the referee brings it to a close. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, to me, this is a result, Peter, that says an awful lot more than the scoreline suggests. You know, after the goal, the team just settled down and looked surprisingly comfortable and didn't really need to work too hard.
Well, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance. Great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper. The traffic has been extraordinary. But the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue. Quite a sight to behold. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Leeds have the league's best defensive record. Brandt.
Well, both sides have actually looked poor going forward. We've hardly seen anything meaningful yet.
Chan. Brandt. Oh, real chance! That intervention was very necessary. Danger averted for now. Chan. Brandt. You've got to say, the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Leeds break the deadlock.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Leeds were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Brandt. He's had that put on, shapes to shoot! Gets up to head it! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Dante. He's made sure that that won't get through. Goes for goal! It's in! Hot knife through butter! with a predatory goal.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
So that's 2 now without reply.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Brandt, he's left his man. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. There's the whistle for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
Leeds in control at half-time, 2-0. Here we go again then. No reported change to either side during the break. Dante. Chan. Watford, whose manager came in for a bit of flack after their previous result.
Yeah, but he brought the criticism upon himself by making substitutions that didn't really make sense. They added confusion when he really needed cohesion.
Out towards the flank. Look at the defender bombing forward. He's gone for it! And it's there! And they are cruising away. He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Chan looking as though he's being given special treatment here. Treatment he could well do without.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Bellarabi.
It's always a good time to register and lay down an early marker in the second half. They clearly had exactly that in mind and have gone about...
Shoots! And he should have made it 4.
It was a first touch to die for, and it set him up beautifully.
Hoists it forward. Hughes. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Brandt. Bellarabi. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Just brushed off the ball there. It's got through to him. It's a loose ball. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Leeds looking to widen the gap even further here. Brandt! It's a beauty! A finish right from the top draw! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. And he's produced a beauty. Leeds totally rampant here. Cavasele tries a pass forward. And it's played forward. Breaks on here. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Leeds present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Well, they can protest all they want, but a shake of the head is all they're going to get. Oh, it's hit the post! Forward it goes. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. And it's Chan. Just 5 minutes left. Loose ball, who's going to get there? He's found his man. Good, strong hand by the keeper. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Leeds, winners of a no contest, they just swamped their opponents in superior quality. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, we knew there was a sizable gap in the quality of both squads, and the story was told in...
Well, hello and welcome to everybody who's tuning in from around the world. I'm sure that you can sense a very different feeling in atmosphere and ambience around the ground, certainly by comparison with what we've seen before in this year's competition. Gone now are second chances, points and tables, that sort of thing confined to the group stage. From this point on, nothing other than a win suffices. The mood here is expectant and nervous. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. Well, there's a perceptible change in mindset here, both in terms of crowd and players.
You know, Peter, it's the suddenness that I love when you get to this phase of the competition. The suddenness in which you can find yourself in a good position, or the suddenness in which it can go against you. That introduces drama, which creates great excitement, and ultimately you get a much more entertaining show.
And already we're underway here. And it's got through. Brandt. And it's Mbakani. And now they can launch a counter. And it's Mbolo.
No efforts on target is acceptable if levels of enthusiasm and energy are good, and they're not.
Needed a better pass there. Ball's out on the left now. Jordan Lukaku tries to stroke it through. Brings it forward. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. put paid to a promising move. Now it's Rafa Silva. What an adventurous run from a defender. He's had a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
That had to be more accurate. Hoists it forward. Looking to break out here. Jordan shot at goal! That's a half-decent try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Brandt. 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 Look at the defender bombing forward. Has a pop! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Yeah, and despite the scoreline, it's clear who the better side is when it comes to chances. If this is the trend that's going to continue, then there's only going to be one winner here, and I don't think it's going to take too much improvement for it to happen.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Brandt. We're still waiting for a goal to report here. And it's Silva. And it's hoisted clear. Jordan Lukaku. And it's played forward. Mbokani pushes to get on the end of it. Jordan Lukaku tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Brandt. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
And here's Mbolo. Brandt. Rafa Silva. Now it's Rafa Silva. Well read, he sorted that out. Brandt.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Oh, it's Mbolo! Mbokani.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
The referee has given a corner. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Up he gets! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
And here's Mbolo. And he's straight offside.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Brandt. And it's Hulk.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Mbolo. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Here it comes. Gets into some space. Hits it first time! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A draw away from home first up. That is a decent chunk of the job done. Your reflections then, Jim? Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead-up to kick-off here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations high in both camps. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Well, I thought about the opposition here, Jim. They are a team that is stuttering badly.
Well, if ever a win was needed, Peter, then they'd obviously like it to be here. However, there's no need for them to get over-anxious about their current run. They have to retain a composure about their work and get back to what they're good at. Should they rekindle a full commitment from every individual, if they don't win this one, they could well win the next. They have to maintain belief.
We have already started here. Tries to locate someone up front. Leeds were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Played in with accuracy. Well, that's where he wants it. Chan.
Well, the fact that we haven't had an attempt on goal is becoming an embarrassing reflection on these teams.
Shoots! And it's a goal!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
Leeds get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Brandt. Oh, shooting chance! Away from immediate danger. Brandt. Keeper's ball. Chan. Brandt. Ampadu. Tries to get it forward quickly. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They work tirelessly for me.
Leeds head into the dressing room, pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And the game has already resumed here.
A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Has a pop! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Knocks it away. And there's a long ball. Gets it back. Leeds have a very fine defensive record over recent games. 60 minutes played. So Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
What a ball this has turned out to be! Has he found his man? Good challenge, stood up well against his man. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Oh, what a ball! Shapes to shoot! Trying, the outcome could so easily have been different.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work out.
Chan. Dante.
Time is ebbing away, but it feels like an eternity when you're holding on to a slender lead.
Embolo. Oh, that's nice.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And he's there to... that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Keeper sends it forward. Leeds need to hold on for a few more moments. Defenders on the back foot.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Leeds hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment. 1-0 the score at the final whistle. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, a result which owed much to grind and graft, Peter. Not the prettiest of wins, but a very professional performance, I would say. And a clean sheet, of course, is always very welcome.